Welcome to the Central School of English Stage 5 video series. In this video, we will learn how to use the future continuous tense. We use the future continuous tense to speak about an action that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. To make the future continuous tense, we use the subject plus the future simple of the verb to be plus the present participle of a verb. For example, I will be sleeping at 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. The children will be studying at 8 o'clock this evening. Here is an example of the verb work in the future continuous tense. I will be working. You will be working. He will be working. She will be working. It will be working. We will be working. You will be working. They will be working. When we are speaking in English, we use the contraction of the verb will. For example, English speakers will say, I'll be working. You'll be working. He'll be working. She'll be working. It'll be working. We'll be working. You'll be working. They'll be working. Here is an example of the verb work in the negative form of the future continuous tense. I won't be working. You won't be working. He won't be working. She won't be working. It won't be working. We won't be working. You won't be working. They won't be working. Here is the interrogative form of the verb work in the future continuous tense. Will I be working? Will you be working? Will he be working? Will she be working? Will it be working? Will we be working? Will you be working? Will they be working? We can use the future continuous tense to speak about an action that we know will definitely be happening at a particular time in the future. For example, if Mike eats breakfast every day at 8 a.m., we know that Mike will be eating breakfast at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Jane starts work at 9 a.m. every morning. We can say that Jane will be starting work at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. If the children go to bed at 7 p.m. every night, we know that the children will be sleeping at 11 p.m. tonight. If the plane to Milan leaves Dublin at 11 a.m., we know that the plane will be flying to Milan at 11:30 a.m. In these sentences, we use the future perfect continuous tense because we know that the action will definitely be happening at a specific future time. In the interrogative form, we use the future continuous tense to ask politely for information about the future. For example, will you be meeting me at the airport when I arrive? Will your friends be coming with us tonight? Will his parents be staying at your home for a long time? Will the class be starting at the same time tomorrow morning? We use the future continuous tense with the word still to communicate that an action or event is already happening and we expect this to continue for some time into the future. For example, in 1 year, I will still be studying at this school. Temperatures will still be rising in 10 years' time. I'll still be cooking when you arrive here tonight. When we use the future continuous tense, we also use time expressions that refer to the future. For example, we might say, at 10 p.m., this evening, next week, at lunchtime tomorrow, in 5 hours, before I go home tonight, when I arrive at your home, by 3 p.m., by the end of the day. Here are some examples of future continuous tense sentences with future time expressions. I'll be sleeping when you go to the airport. They'll be eating lunch at 2 p.m. tomorrow. We'll be flying home this weekend. She'll be feeling tired by the end of the week. I won't be working this evening. In this video, we have practiced using the future continuous tense in English. We learned that we use the future continuous tense to speak about actions that we know will be happening at a specific point in the future. We also learned that we use the future continuous tense to ask politely about information in the future. We also use the future continuous tense to communicate that an action is happening now and will continue in the future. Finally, we learned some time expressions that we use with the future continuous tense. This lesson was brought to you by the Central School of English, an English school in Dublin. For more lessons, visit centralschool.ie.